Let's play some Spire. Interesting starting options here. What's our map look like? It looks like a mandatory elite. Could be a good time to take 3 random potions of all things, or maybe just a neutralize upgrade. Oh no. So not only is there a mandatory early elite, but there are no other elites. There are no elites in the back half of the act, which is weird. Into Hexaghost. Huh. What do we do about that? It's a rather unique layout. Yeah, maximum of 2 elites, and you really have to just bash your face into them, right? How are you going to get ready to fight at 2 elites this quickly? You could even go for the Burning Elite. That would to me indicate you got to take the 3 potion start if you want to pull that off. Especially if you want to go here. I think the only reliable way to do it is 3 potions. But if you fail to be able to kill the Burning Elite, then your act gets even weaker. You only get 1 elite. Very tricky. 3 potion start guarantees early potion drops. It does, but you get to pick from more potions, right? Like, we can make sure to get damage potions and bring those to the elite fight. It also means we are allowed to use a potion in an early fight if it would save health. So we can spend a potion to save 6 or something, and it's not bad. Let's give it a try. Explosive Pot, Fire Pot is already very good. I'm willing to use the Explosive Pot in an early fight, like I said, if it saves a bunch of health. But in general, I just want those 2 damage potions into the elite here. Ideally, keeping the Fire Potion for the Burning Elite, if we can pull that off. We'll reevaluate after we defeat this elite and what our current position is. The Jawworm. Not today, Satan. I think I take the 1. I think I take 1 here. Strikes are very valuable in this fight. How's it going, Targaraz? Welcome, welcome. Always happy to hear people find the content relaxing. Fumes versus Dash. Tough choice, actually. Dash is a card that is very good into the elites, but Fumes is very good into Hexaghost. Fumes is also decent against elites in its own right. But I feel like if we want to take on this Burning Elite, I should take the Dash. You can worry about Hexaghost at the shop. 3 uncommons on floor 1 is kind of cool. That is, I think, potentially partially because our rare chance increased on account of rolling potions. Don't ask. The full block there, and then take 1 here. Already Dash proving its worth here. Fumes would have been quite a bit worse in that position. Okay, Potion would save 2. I don't think that's good enough reason to use 1. 6 is worth it. 2, not so much. 20 bucks. Dagger Spray is the only offensive card here. It's not my favorite attack card, but I'll happily take it over skipping. Sure, welcome. Welcome. Slime Goop. Sure hope I don't regret this. We're getting a shop this act, so I'm going to take the money, even though we might need the health sooner. Which is slightly concerning. But like I said, we'll see how that first elite goes. Always reach into the goop. Just losing 1 or 2 health each time, but health is steadily going down. I actually cannot kill this turn. Interesting. Guess I'll just defend. Adestemza, thanks for 19 months of support. Note that we did not get any potions, by the way. Ooh, Masterful Stab. That'll help a lot. Okay, that's an awesome card. 0 cost, deal 12. Yeah, it's actually rather good that we didn't get any potions yet, because I wouldn't have been able to pick them up anyway. So we still have our 2 potions from the starting bonus. Again, if you took any other starting bonus, having no potions and an upgraded neutralize into this elite doesn't sound very good, does it? Sounds bad. I'll happily take the golden idol, lose some max health here. Oh yeah, happily. This is making the shop look pretty good. Now we're on track to have like $400 for that. Well, at least 300 for sure. Okay, and it is Knob first. That's good because that means it's not Burning Knob. And it means we can use the Fire Potion now and get a new potion if we win. Bad news that we drew Dash on this turn, although there's a small chance I redraw it on turn 3. Most damage here is Dagger Spray, Strike, Strike for 20. I play both of these defends. Next turn we have a guaranteed 12. 12 plus 30 is 42. Oh no. We get 1 draw, and that has to be a damage card. Or else. Any damage card will do. It just has to not be one of the 4 defends. So we're likely to get it. We can double potion regardless? No, that's the thing, right? Like, 12 plus 30 is 42. It doesn't kill if we don't get another damage card. So the question is, do we play these defends? That's what we're thinking about right now. Do we play defend or not? And if so, how many? So let me just do some math. Currently, I would take 6 this turn and 24 next turn, which we always live, because that's 30. So 30 damage by playing nothing. If I play defend, he goes to 11, which goes down to 8. So we take 3 this turn, 28 next turn. That's 1 more. Still don't die, though. If I play both defends, we go to 8, 14 damage, goes down to 10. I take 0 this turn. Next turn, 33, which is 33 damage, of course. We still live. But we get punished a little bit more. If I assume that I'm getting hit next turn, then the best play is to play nothing this turn. Although the first defend only loses me 1 health next turn. I think I play 1 defend. Because then I save 3 health if I get the kill, and I only lose 1 if I don't. But if I play the second defend, I save 6 health. But I lose 3 health if we don't get the kill. Which is still favorable, actually. I think mathematically I should play both. Because we don't die if we whiff, and the expected value is higher from playing the defend. Okay, let's play both defends then. And we don't whiff. Thankfully, 3 damage is enough. Alright, good job, potions. Cultist Potion. Okay, that's actually huge. That should alone... Well, that could allow us to kill Hexaghost. But I think what I should do is use it to kill the Burning Elite. Because whether it's Sentries or Legavulin, Cultist Potion will be huge here. Although I will need this Dagger Throw. And we probably want to upgrade something. Dash is a good upgrade. Dagger Spray is good for Sentries. Hexago's starting to loom here. It's alright. The other option is don't fight the Burning Elite and use this to kill Hexaghost. But I think we should keep trying to get stronger here, and getting the key is really good. Sentries has got to be our worst matchup, right? Let's upgrade Dagger Spray. A lot of money up so far. It is Sentries. Strength Sentries. I drew the Dagger Spray on turn 1. That's decent. Masterful Stab on turn 1 is great. What's my favorite relic to relic synergy? I really like the interaction between Tungsten Rod and Tori. That's a fun one. Anything that does less than 5 damage does 0 damage. Aka. Also, I'm happy that the front and back one rolled relatively low, 40 health. Minimum is what, 38? 39. Yeah, so very close to minimum there. That's good. We'll go for the back one, because it's looking at me funny. 1 damage short of a kill. If this draws neutralize, I get a kill on turn 1. I think I'm just going to defend 1 time here. I can't kill it. Now a strike will kill it with the 1 strength. Perfect. That worked out really well, actually. Sweet. We have dash on this turn. I should probably try to kill this one before it attacks me again next turn. Does this damage matter? All my attacks do at least 8, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't play the neutralize here. I should go here. Zartrick, thanks for the Prime sub and 3 months of support. Oh, we do get it. Nice. That was close. Almost took 12 there. Sick. All right, that potion was great. We get loads of money. We get a letter opener. We get an emerald key. We get Doppelganger, 1,000 cuts, or Eviscerate. Those are cool. I actually really like Doppel with the letter opener. Eviscerate's pretty good as a damage card. And we do have Dagger Throw. I should probably take this Eviscerate. But I don't hate Doppelganger. I'm going to take the Doppelganger. We have tons of money for this shop. I'm excited. Ooh, should have taken the 1,000 cuts. Whatever. We get a mummy hand. That's cool. You like to see it. When is Doppel minus helpful outside of Chemex or Burst? It's really helpful at turning a buff turn for the enemy into something really useful for you. So it's really good at allowing you to make efficient use of enemy downturns, which are frequently seen in the Hexaghost fight. If we draw it on turn 1, it can allow us to set up a full block on turn 2. It's just a nice way to sort of transfer power from one turn to another, which can be very useful at times. Pretty grateful for a bonus combat from our event here. That's another card reward, which is good, and more money. Pretty happy about that. I guess we go Dagger Spray, defend, defend. Sure. One is fine. Just slight additional utility. I can play it for 0 to activate Letter Opener if I played a couple other skills in the turn. That's pretty niche, but it will happen a couple times. Blech. Okay, Regen Potion's not a damage potion, but it's pretty cool. And look at that. Letter Opener is feasting well. We get Backflip versus Deflect. I'm going to take Backflip because I'm a Backflip enjoyer, but Deflect is going to happen in the future, I'm hoping. Would love Deflect and Backflip together. Oh, no. Well, I'm glad I upgraded Dagger Spray. Let's just say that. Looks like I can just kill the slime on turn 1, so this actually isn't a bad fight. We just do Dagger Spray, Masterful Stab, Dash, and the slime dies. Everything is fine. Nesnakoma, thanks for 19 months. Saying congrats on the new house. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the good turn 1 draws so far. Could focus on the Thief instead, but I think we're fine. I don't want to get weakened, for sure. Rude. It's a rude draw. Oh. Whatever. He's just setting us up for the Hexaghost fight. And ensuring that we kill him before he gets away. Jerk. Look at that money. 368 money. Now we get an attack potion, bouncing flask to kill Hexaghost with. Let's take that. Yoink. And let's upgrade that. That kills the boss. Okay, well, maybe I'm going to another shop. We'll see. Hand to Greed is here. Calculated Gamble is here. Artifact at the start of combat is here. Warpaint is here to upgrade skills. Actually, maybe I am going to another shop. Although I do like just Artifact plus Carter move. That doesn't really help me against Hexaghost. Caltrops with Mummy Hand is a thing. I am kind of down to just look at another shop here. I don't love anything here. Again, the Artifact is fine. If we don't think we need help against Hexa, I guess it's pretty good. We need help against Hexaghost with the upgraded Bouncing Flask? We might. So, if we can draw the Bouncing Flask twice, then, you know, if we can play it early and then play it a second time in the fight, then it'll go well. Lots of poison, that'll do enough damage. But if Bouncing Flask is on the very bottom of the deck, we might reshuffle the deck before we draw it, and then it could be a very long time until we see it a second time, and that could result in Bouncing Flask not being enough damage to kill Hexaghost on its own. So that could put us into a bad situation. Pretty low chance, but it could happen. Buying cards gives me money, true. And yeah, we do have a bunch of draw to help avoid that problem. Maybe I do just go Artifact, remove. That does feel rather nice. Losing a strike feels very good here. Although it makes Pandora's box slightly worse. Would like a Pandora's here. The Artifact is useful for a wide variety of things. Let's do it. And then I won't go to the second shop. Let's just go to the fight. Look at that. Artifact immediately being useful. That's cute. Very cute. And one more poison card to kill the ghost for sure. That'll really lock it in if we take this deadly poison. I'm cool with that. Come to like deadly poison a lot. Being one cost is very nice. Wonder if I upgrade Doppel over deadly though. I like to think of Doppelganger as a bad card with a really good upgrade. One draw and one energy. Very powerful. Let's do it. So, 13 cards in the draw pile, huh? I'm going to draw 2 to get closer to Bouncing Flask. Had I drawn Bouncing Flask there, I'd play it over the Deadly. Instead, we'll go Deadly Poison, Dagger Spray. Hexa should attack for 3x6 here? Yeah. Okay, Bouncing Flask is on the bottom. If we play the Doppel, then we will reshuffle without it. So maybe I don't play the Doppel. Yeah, I guess we save Doppel for next cycle, because next turn I want to play Bouncing Flask, Neutralize Strike. So we're going to discard Doppelganger here. Go defend, defend. Kind of weird. And then we take 4 on this turn, which is fine. Next turn is a little spicier. We could take up to 12. Actually, I could be dead on board here if I draw Burns and no blocks, but that's very unlikely. Rip Masterful Stab. Yeah, keep that poison going, and then double now. Bouncing Flask being rather stubborn here. The buff turn now, and then 9x2. That's a little spooky. Wonder if I need to use this now. I'd really prefer to keep the regen potion into next act, is the thing. We have enough damage with this draw. Unclear, actually, because I probably don't get to play Bouncing Flask, right? No, I gotta use this now. I gotta use this now. So I have to play the Bouncing Flask, which means I don't get to block. So I gotta be able to live. Oh, Neutralize is good, though. But yeah, we don't even draw any block anyway, right? So, ouch. But you can see Hexa will pretty much be dead in 3 turns, so I think we're okay here. Just barely. I'll take it. We do get another potion anyway, so don't feel too bad about that regen potion. We're offered Alchemize, Burst, or Tools the Trade. Ooh. Tools is very nice with Mummy Hand. Alchemize is just good. Alchemize is just good. Burst is interesting. Burst is pretty good with Bouncing Flask. Burst Doppelganger can be a thing. That's rather cute, too. Burst with Letter Opener. If you burst anything, Letter Opener goes off. Actually, a good burst. Huh. Oh, I'm going to give that a try, actually. And then Blackstar versus Calling Bell versus Ectoplasm. That's a really bad Ectoplasm with double gold relics. So I'm probably not going to take Ecto here. Probably not. And a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of Crocodus. Why don't Dracula's kids laugh at his jokes? Because they suck. No refunds. So we take either a curse and 3 relics right away, or we delay the relics. But we don't get the curse. So the question is, can I beat elites with the current deck? And the answer is kinda yeah. Although I could lose a lot of health to Book of Stabbing. The 9 gold swings it. I mean, kind of, genuinely. Power now is better than power later, that's for sure. But we could get a lot of relics from Blackstar. I'm more inclined to go Blackstar. Partially because we already have an energy relic in the form of the Mummy Hand. I'm going to go for Blackstar. We also already have the green key, which is quite nice. And we have 2 damage potions. These things all lean me towards the Blackstar. Look at that 4 elite path. No rest sites, though. It's a little spicy. Maybe go 3 elites, 1 rest site or something. We do have an early shop to go with it, too. I like that. With lots of money. So hitting another shop because I saved my money last act is not a bad idea. How do we beat slavers? We drink these potions and play Dagger Spray, and like they're all dead suddenly. Couldn't be that bad. We can do a lot of front load to kill them. Can also do letter opener damage to kill them. There's a myriad of ways. How do we kill birds? I think by playing defends. Ah. Fluctuation EM with 69 months. Nice. Oh dear. Double oh dear. Looks like I gotta use a potion. Yeah, I think this is the time for our Shiv potion. Because then we can deal with this bird. Demise would be good here. Wish I could burst Survivor, but that's one off. Take a little bit here. That's fine. And then this is also spicy, unfortunately, because this guy swooped. How dare you? I didn't draw Dagger Spray. Oh dear. Welp. Damn. Immediately dunked by birds. Classic. The freaking birds, man. Ouch. Down to 23. This Dagger Spray was literally the bottom card here. Bummer. Well, hopefully there's some form of healing in the shop. Otherwise, this run might be rather short. I think it's definitely feeling like Calling Bell was the right pick. Sneaky Strike with a plus. I don't love it. Do I take Distraction? I don't think so. Well, maybe I should have taken these discard things. Tactician or Prepared are pretty good. Had I taken the Alchemized Potion Belt would look awesome here. Apotheosis is here. That's kind of nice. Can't buy Prepared Tactician if I do that, though. Paper Crane is also generally pretty good. It's not that good with only just the Neutralize, but it's a really good relic in the long term. Problem is, long term is not what we have to think about right now. We have to think about short term. Oh, I can buy Apo Prepared Tactician? Oh my goodness, I can. Wait, I'm just going to do that. Hell yeah. That sounds good. I have Burst Bouncing Flask, so I definitely want to remove Artifact here. Burst Apotheosis. Now I'm going to Burst Defend and then Doppel. I don't want to take 11 here. Don't become frail. That part is rather nice. Afford to play the Bouncing Flask. So we'll go for raw damage. Play the Apo now. Feels like I really want to. Trogix, thanks for 40 months of support. One more. Health definitely getting in the low zone. We're not entirely happy about. This is good, though. Burst Bouncing Flask. Is that enough? Yes, that's 9 plus 12. 21 poison. Okay, sweet. backflip plus hype. It's also masterful stab plus. I really want this backflip. And I would really like for Cleric to heal me or something. Oh, the Cursed Tome. Well, that's bad. That's rude. Why can this even appear if you don't have enough health for it? Dang. Not allowed to click on it. You just have to leave. The die button. And we're definitely not going into an elite just yet. Or are we? Ow. Feels like I'm dying. Sure looks like I'm dying. Everything is dead. Dead? Guess he should have attack potion first. Yeah, there is a dash. Okay. We're not dead yet. That could have been an upgraded dash, though. So I'm a little disappointed about that. We're not dead yet. All right, made it to the rest site, so we can rest. We're only mostly dead. It's fine. Totally fine. The letter opener is here to save us. Okay. Feels like treading water, but I think we can make progress. Get poisoned down, especially. There we go. Mystic does have to take turns off from healing eventually, too, which will, which will be our opportunity to get the kill. I definitely see that the Apo substantially improves the output of the deck. Good purchase, I think. Potion, more backflips. I really can't afford to play them, is the thing. Feels like this route has to be death, surely. There's no way I can go this way. Let's rest again. We'll fight one elite this act. Feels bad? Feels bad. But I don't see any way that this path works, right? We can't opt out of any of these elites once we fight the first one. There's no way 22 health will be enough with 3 energy. No way. Definitely feeling like I should have taken the calling bell. Over the Black Star. Sundial, huh? That can definitely do stuff. That can definitely do stuff, and then I need all the help I can get right now, so I guess I take it. Yeah, death to Chosen, apparently. I gotta focus the attack damage on cultists. Thankfully, I'm allowed to play my skills because we bought the artifact thing. So that's nice. But nothing else that's happening here is nice. Next turn looking very bad. Yeah. Just don't have the damage output. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we're pretty cooked here, chat. Didn't realize how badly my boss relic choice was going to backfire. Okay, we do get a fire potion for the elite and an acrobatics if we want one. I think it's probably worth it. So I need fumes. Fumes is good against collector. Collector is super gonna kill me. Actually, that's not true. The slavers are gonna kill me. Much more quickly, I suppose. What do we do with this opening hand? Have to kill the red slaver on turn 1, or we just die. So, how do I do enough? We got 32. Can I get 20 more? I certainly cannot. We have to either aggro or apotheosis aggro. That doesn't feel like it's worth it. I think we just have to aggro. Then we have to get, like, Dagger Spray Tactician. This seems very unlikely to work, doesn't it? Feels like we're cooked. We do get Dagger Spray. Is that enough? I don't think so. Now we have 12, 12, 44, 50. I can kill the front guy and go to 1. Ooh. Actually, that also involves playing backflip, right? Okay, let's backflip next. All right, so we're going to play Masterful Stab, Dagger Spray, Double, Fire Potion. 4 Percentagon Jr., thanks for 23 months of support. And that happens to exactly kill the front guy, so we got to kill him first. We'd prefer to kill the guy attacking for 14, but he's got 3 more health, and that's actually relevant here. Oh. Okay. Hope is happening. Hope is certainly happening now. I'm going to burst the backflip. Try to get that tactician. Success. This is 17, so this full blocks. So I can play the Bouncing Flask. And I should. We don't get vulnerable because we have Artifact still. And the Entangle is actually probably good. Oh. Maybe that depends on what I draw. No, we're good. We're good. Well, maybe. He might just KO me? No, we got him. Spicy. What a spicy fight. We get White Beast Statue. We'll never be without potions again. And a Piercing Whale Plus is kind of hard to ignore. It's a good card. Okay, we got to live. That's nice. Let's keep resting. Resting forever. It's an Apo deck. We're fine. Oh, Purple Fire Spirits. Welcome. So happy to have you. I think I might have to give up Burst here. For 10 max health. We can give up an uncommon for a full heal. That could be Dash, maybe. But I think I give up Burst. Oh, Masterful Stab. No, we can give up Masterful Stab and go to full health. Yeah, that is better. Definitely missed the Masterful Stab. Good recommend, chat. Well spotted. And Snake Plant wrecks us. At least we're not frail. Oh, never mind. We got Piercing Whale, get wrecked. 0. Imagine doing 0. Imagine upgrading your Apotheosis at the fire. Good fight. Okay, feeling a lot better for Collector. I thought we were kind of cooked, but one event later, everything is fine. And we have feet. This is going very well. The feet. And we got Apotheosis, turn 1. This is going even better. I'm going to burst Acrobatics. No Bouncing Flask. How sad. I guess I'll doppel for 1. Sure. It's strike free. So I want to do skills here. Get some area damage down. I probably want to play Dagger Spray and keep weakening these minions. We don't have Masterful Stab anymore, so taking a little bit of chip is no longer a problem. Though I could just Fire Pot to kill one. I like that, actually. Let's do that. Then we perfectly block. And we've dispatched a minion. Guess without the Bouncing Flask, Burst Deadly Poison is working in a pinch. That's cute. We block Weaken here. Yeah, we're still vulnerable and frail, which is very scary, but our attacks are doing full damage, which is worth something. Not much, though. Really hoping Collector summons more minions next turn so I can play Bouncing Flask. If not, it hurts. We can aggro at least. Hey, not bad. 4 defends, basically full blocks, actually. What about Whale? Whale is more than 8 block, right? Because we're vulnerable. Yeah. Take 1. Easy. So actually everything was fine. Now Collector cannot attack next turn. She can't attack 3 times in a row. And the Sundial is here for a mega turn. GG. Actually, a pretty clean Collector fight after all that. And no stinky Curse the Bell in my deck either. Get a Fruit Juice. PK Bullet Time Unload. I was hoping for things like Tools the Trade or Malaise. These are not what I wanted. Sad. You can take Bullet Time here, actually. Yeah, let's take Bullet Time. This deck is pretty good at getting lots of cards into hands. And the Bullet Time will be discounted. So I think with Backflip, Acro, it's actually kind of good. Yeah, let's take the Bullet Time. Hopefully we get an Energy Relic of some kind. Or Pyramid. Pyramid's fine, too. Or Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box with Ceramic Fish. This gives me an additional 81 gold. That's pretty good. And Pandora's Box with Apotheosis is usually pretty good. I've got some block replacement in Backflip, Dash. Tempting. Very tempting. And I have no way to mitigate Philostone, no Malaise. Piercing Whale, at least, but... You know what? Let's do it. What's in the box? Backflip is here. Tools the Trade showed up. Calculated Gamble showed up. And freaking Nightmare showed up. All in all, I like these quite a bit. Even Masterful Stab came back. Yeah, Tools the Trade is sweet. Caltrops is pretty good. Nightmare is very good. Especially Nightmare with Bullet Time. This definitely could be fun. We are freaking rich. We still could fight multiple elites here. I think in order to catch up, we kind of have to fight at least 2. Ideally 3. I do have Maw Bank, so I guess I want to go to this shop over this shop. 36 more gold if I wait. Can I wait? I have White Beast, right? I think we're okay. A bunch of combats anyway. Yeah, okay. We'll wait. Unless I think I might need 2 shops. There's a pretty good use case for the doppelganger. I will backflip, though. Yeah, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Get bursted. Blah. Perfect. Artifact with that bullet time is kind of neat, too. So we can block the drawdown. We can keep drawing with acro or backflip after the fact. Although I don't have a lot of energy with which to do that, mind you. More backflips do help, though. Setup is also very interesting in a 3 energy deck with Nightmare and a bunch of draw. Actually, setup is kind of amazing here as an energy cheat. I think we need this setup. Of all things. Normally, I'm not exactly quick to point to unupgraded setup as like, oh, that's a good card, but genuinely, it kind of is here. Thankfully, piercing well. Okay. Whale into Gamble, I think. Get to play Apo. Or I don't get to block it. Which do I choose? I don't get to play Apo. Take 2. 2 is fine. So I can set up dash and then backflip into it, for example. Interesting. So I'll play the Trops. Use the weak potion here. Just a little bit. Actually, no, take nothing. Even better. Take nothing. Kill this one. Just like this. Harwen has set up a good card. In this case, it's good because what setup does fundamentally is you trade away some of your draw in order to gain energy. And this deck has an abundance of draw and a huge shortage of energy. So we really value being able to transfer draw into energy so that we can play more cards, ultimately. Even more so because this deck in particular, nice deflect, by the way, this deck in particular has Nightmare, which can duplicate a card, and that card will, if that card is discounted from setup, then the discount will get propagated by the Nightmare. Which is also very good. Must find Epo. Or some such. Second burst piercing whale. Double for one. Don't do much though. Definitely struggle against a fight like this. A little worried here. Well, less so, actually. Slightly unfortunate, but that's all right. Could have been considerably worse. Block. Okay, full block. In general, I want to attack the ones that are buffing, because those will attack on the following turn, so we can set up a kill on them. So I can burst setup, burst backflip. That's pretty sick. Put 2 cards on top, make them 0 cost, and then draw into both of them. That's cool. It's actually quite cool. Outmaneuver is another way to get energy in this deck. I like that one a bit less. We have no X-cost cards. We have no retain. We have 1 X-cost card, but it's another next turn effect, so we don't want that with Outmaneuver. I don't think I take these. Cultist Potion, be gone, I think. See a reasonable use for that at the moment. Okay, this looks like a pretty dang good draw. Hit this first. Okay. I'm not going to provoke it any further. I'll take 3 here. That's fine. If I hit it again, I could get cursed. I could get hit for 38. A lot of bad possibilities. Yeah, exactly. Curse. Looks like it would have happened. One thing we can do with Sneaky Strike is set it up and then play it. It still gives you 2 energy back if you've discarded a card, so it's another way to gain more energy. It's cute. I can also do that with the bullet time, mind you. With acrobatics here. Are we using this bullet time? Probably. In fact, I like the idea of setting up the bullet time. Because then I can burst backflip twice. And then play bullet time at the very end. Nightmare Footwork for funsies. Looking pretty good in this fight. That's a lot of block. Good lord. Okay, I like where this is going. We have ways to scale. We like that. We like that a lot. Scaling would be good here. Pressure Blessing of the Forge. And whoa, look at that. Well-laid plans, which are upgraded already. Hell yeah. You'd love to see it. You'd also love to see $609, nice, into this shop. Actually, make that 621. Where we're offered a healing relic and a card duplication relic. And sadistic nature is interesting. I don't think I want sadistic nature, though. What do we want to duplicate? Card draw, right? Do I just dupe the acrobatics? I like duping backflip plus, actually. Dupe the nightmare. Not a bad idea. Well, I mean, it's kind of a win more choice, right? What's our remove? Could remove Masterful Stab again. Which is funny. It does seem like it might be the worst card. Yeah, it is. Dupe Calculated Gamble. That's a reasonable choice. I think I'm going to buy the Eternal Feather. Although, wait, I'm going to, like, no rest sites. Well, I'm going to a couple. Yeah, I'll buy it. We have a big deck. And low max health, which makes it pretty good. Am I really willing to pay out for a dupe here? Really? Let me just keep my cash. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dupe nothing. Could have taken T-set. That's also, I guess, an option. I suppose. Hello. Let's gamble these for damage. Perfect. Keep Tactician and Backflip. Yeah. I can Forge Pot if I have to. Looks like I do. Since we have Apo and White Bee statue, there's basically no reason not to use that potion. Sneaky Strike being free is great. I can make a lot of energy this turn. I can burst Nightmare. Although not if I also want to play Cloak and Dagger. Actually, yes, even if I want to play Cloak and Dagger, because I have Sneaky here. I guess I might as well then, yeah? First Nightmare is Shiv? Do I even want to do that, actually? I'm not sure. I'll take a throw first here. Maybe I don't want to burst Nightmare at all. That sounds more reasonable. Let's hold off on that. Don't want any of these cards. Now I'll Nightmare Deflect. That sounds genuinely good. Set up dash for next turn. Keep one whale. Sundial is here. Cool, cool. Bullet time. I'll take it. It's actually working quite well. We're about to get 2 more relics, too. Which you do love to see. Get him. By the way, I'm the Rhinestone Cowboy. Thanks for 25 months of support. And look at that. Max health plus healing. Meat on the bone pair is very nice. It's a nice pair of relics. And a blur, which is a good burst target. Double hell yeah. Really good with Nightmare as well. You can Nightmare Footwork to work with Blur, or you can Nightmare the Blur, which is very fun to do. We get Glowing Tesseract. You better believe I'm going to look at 3 colorless cards here, looking for Master Strategy. Finesse is very good. Panache is decent. Second Apotheosis. How about Enlightenment? Enlightenment is kind of hilarious, but I don't think so. Panacea. Oh, Deep Breath. No, Deep Breath with Sundial is quite good. Geranoi, thank you so much for the Prime sub and 39 months. I think Finesse, Deep Breath. Secret Weapon. Do I find that 2 Apotheosis is good? Not usually. Especially since we have a lot of draw. We can, like, draw towards the Apotheosis. Set up the bullet time, then burst acrobatics, I think. Then I can Nightmare Blur. Blurricade. A lot of backflipping. Just double blur? I think just double blur. There's no block in the draw pile. It's kind of spooky. I definitely want to blur then. That's really spooky. If I get attacked, I'm going to get hurt. Okay, thanks for not doing a really big attack, I guess. I'll take it. Sweet. Really good turn to draw a ton of cards. Okay, and I am allowed to play Bouncing Flask, so I will keep that poison going. Retain the dash. Alright, blocking Nemesis is 45 is a pretty good sign. Feeling good at the moment. Just a few more turns in this fight. Again, setup, bullet time seeming kind of cool. Seems kind of cool. Not here, though. We got him. Moonstone and Bronze Scales, making the deck do what it already does, but better. That's really nice. 1 Dexterity and return damage, and a second Acrobatics. We take that, too. Awesome, awesome floor. Might as well drink the regen pot in the next fight. I have enough money that I could go for another shot, but it feels like we should fight an Elite again. Either Giant Head or the Repto rematch. I guess I want to take a fight first, because I want to heal with the regen pot. Get a new potion. Toxic Egg, you're late and irrelevant. I guess I'm going to Nightmare the backstab. Might hurt a bit. I'm going to gamble here. Oops. That's fine, though. Meant to set up the bullet time. I did not do that. That's all right. Set up the bouncing flask, I guess. Yeah, I didn't quite do that right, though. Now we're entangled. Feels spicy. Good news is we get some poison down and some damage down. Take it. Right, now retain. All the more reason to keep the block. You have to die now. Great. Worked out. Should have played the deep breath, though. Whatever. Catalyst is here. Catalyst with burst, catalyst with bouncing flask. Seems like a yes. Definitely a way to get huge damage on just about anything, and a good way to solve Giant Head, especially with this poison pot. If I need to. And look at that. We get Apotheosis, Well-Laid Plans, Tools turn 1. Even better. So we can just kill Giant Head easy here. Oh, we've also got Nightmare. I almost forgot to mention. Yes, we do in fact have Nightmare. And then double. Discard that Catalyst, actually. I don't need that one. More different cards. Want more poison cards. Burst in the draw pile, it is. It sure is. First one time. Ah. That's alright. I guess I'll just play Deadly Poison, Bouncing Flask, Catalyst, Catalyst, Catalyst. Only 513 poison. Blech. Get basically nothing. Get an Alchemize. Although I think I actually just want the Piercing Well. Yeah, another Piercing Well sounds good. And another Regen Potion sounds good. Snag that recall. Okay, in good shape here. We're going at max health as we go into the boss gauntlet. Or at least, hopefully. Hopefully max health as we go into the boss gauntlet. Never mind. Ow. Very ow. Dear. Well, that does seem kind of bad. At least this one looks like it dies. Okay, that's not that bad then. We're going to use this. But yeah, health plummeting. Here we go. Need that juicy acrobatics. I do want some of my health back, so I don't want to win just quite yet. How's it going, Lambda? Had the exact same run today with Bullet Time Nightmare Catalyst doing on A20 Heart, though. That's pretty cool. Having a similar run. I like that. Okay, I want to kill 2 of them this turn, or set up a poison kill. Because if I get them dead with poison, I'll get the 1 health. Oh, that was almost perfectly split up. Bouncing Flask? Not quite, though. Would have been cool. Gambler's Brew. You'd love to see it. Deck does not want to concentrate. I don't think, anyway. Feels like we have enough energy cheats at the moment. So we'll skip that. And I think I might take an event. Thinking about an event here. Doesn't feel like a combat gives us much in terms of rewards. We already have 2 good potions. We're already going to be at full health thanks to Eternal Feather. Let's take an event. It's a merchant. Ooh. With another well-laid plans. A master of strategy. A freaking ghost in a jar. Wow. Big payoff indeed. I'll take second well-laid plans here. Well-laid plans, Master Strat, Ghost sounds really good. Gremlin Horn has already passed its prime. Does nothing against Time Eater. Could help against Awaken One. Helps very slightly in Shield and Spear, and does nothing in Heart. So it's definitely not worth paying for, I don't think. Swap the Poison Pot for a Ghost. Having Intangible on demand for the Heart is excellent. Getting a card remove here is also pretty sweet. I think we can lose Backstab now. Unless I want to lose, like, Sneaky Strike or something. But that's good energy cheats. So, no, lose the Backstab. Don't think I need Medical Kit. Mostly we're just going to discard the statuses with our discard stuff. Impatience, maybe. Ooh, is Impatience good? I think Impatience is really good. Yeah, let's take Impatience. The last of our money there. Still have enough money to remove in the final shop. Back up to full health. We can upgrade the second well-laid plans. So let's retain 2 no matter what. Or we could upgrade, like, tools so that's 0 cost if I get it before Apotheosis. I think I'll take the tools upgrade. Gamble, not bad either, so I can gamble multiple times. Looks like the tools upgrade helps. Perfectly happy with that. Secret weapon can get dash here. So I'm going to keep Deep Breath and Setup. Take 1. 5 cards for this turn. If I play the Deep Breath, I gain 2 more energy. keep that in mind. There's Apo. Apo, Survivor. Guess we're going to keep Tactician for now. Definitely this will hurt a bit. Go Tactician Acro, I think. Card play is rather limited in this fight, which is tricky. It wants to spam a lot of cards, but it can't necessarily do that. Okay, we get to Nightmare Footwork. I could even burst Nightmare Footwork, which is extremely funny. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Why not, right? So, hit this first. Double Nightmare. Targeting Footwork and Footwork. Play Well-Laid Plans. Play Footwork. I want to keep the block cards, right? Actually, next turn could get a little spicy. Can't play 5 more cards, can I? No, I can't. One's a big number. It's not going to be a full block. Ow. Stupid time eater. And then let's just go ahead and bullet time. Why not? Get him. All right, with 22 decks, feels like we're pretty comfortable here. Actually, do you want to take a slight amount of damage, though? Because meat on the bone, if possible. Looks like Time Eater's just going to die, though, so probably not. You are dead. Yeah, how do we get a slight amount of damage taken? Not sure. I guess I can wait a bit. We're no longer blurring. Never mind. You should die. Goodbye, Tim. Goodbye. GG. One boss down, one to go. And that will be Donu Deka. By playing Acro. Okay, we do get Apotheosis. So discard this. Then Apo. Then Survivor the Tactician. Then burst the Backflip. And then burst the Doppelganger. Then Gamble? We might as well set up Footwork, I guess. Sure. This would be a great turn to draw a Nightmare. Dick. So we can Nightmare the zero-cost Footwork, and it'll propagate. As we mentioned before. Discard the attack so that Well-Laid Plans has to make a backflip free. Now we're cooking. Oh yeah, now we're super cooking. I would say this is going well. Remember when we complained about how much energy this deck had? Easy game. More cards, because I'm allowed to. Sick. First whale, first deadly. Awesome turn. Brutally disgusting turn. Only 4 decks? No, wait. You missed the part where I get more feet. Everything is fine. It's not only 4 decks, it's 13 decks. Just get on you. Make them both die. Yeah, this impatience is really good. Truly disgusting. Could we make a second Nightmare work? Yeah, we could do truly degenerate things with a second Nightmare, but it's mostly a win more at that point. We don't actually benefit a whole lot. But we could set up a Nightmare to make a zero-cost Nightmare, and then Nightmare the zero-cost Nightmare, and then we have unlimited zero-cost Nightmares every turn. And then we do whatever we want to at that point. If I had an after image, I could scale unlimited after images. There's a lot of fun things you could do with that. Okay, Sundial on 2. Perfect. We're going to Act 4. GG. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these skills? You prepare your letter opener, which has already dealt 800 damage, and you deal 2202. A good year. The source of all these feet. I guess the gamble upgrade is okay here. Sure. And we can buy either more feet or we can remove a card. I think I'm going to remove a card. More feet is definitely amusing. We can lose Dagger Spray at this point. This card is no longer serving our purposes. Goodbye, Dagger Spray. Redash is kind of cool. Free bullet time. Okay, now we're cooking. Can retain, so there's no need to Nightmare the calculated gamble. I can Nightmare Footwork instead. Guess I'll Nightmare Footwork. Or Neutralize is kind of interesting. Tools? Okay, use this. So I should have 10 cards, and I'll discard 1. Yep. Piercing Whale would be good here. I'm just going to gamble then. Skip these feet. Mostly what I wanted was more cards in my hands. We get a Piercing Wail. Good. Very good. Aww. Okay, much more reasonable numbers, as you can see. Guess I'll play Well-Laid Plans? I guess so. Which makes Survivor free. I do want a full block. Might as well keep 3 cards. Next turn's a little spicy, though. We get attacked for a big number here. But I should have Sundial this turn. Yeah, we do. We do have Sundial. Secret weapon for dash. Set it up. We're all into it. Deep breath to get Sundial back up. Start playing these footworks as we get them. Nice. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I can just blur and dash. I can just blur and dash. Retain 3. Another scary turn next turn, so it's a good turn to Doppelganger here. Weak for next turn. I want to keep this Piercing Wail in my hand. Here we go. I can Bouncing Flask. I can set up the Bouncing Flask and Acrobatics into it. And then Burst. Whale, Catalyst, Flip. Catalyst kills the shield. Whale stops the spear. Seems good. Seems like we're out of here. I can burst. The value. Actually, in that case, I'm going to burst. Piercing Whale. Burst Catalyst on the spear. They'll both die next turn. Probably should have set up Sundial to 2 on purpose there. Burst Calc Gamble. Perfection. Get Sundial back to 2. We got a second ghost in a jar? Okay, well that's a little overkill. 1 ghost is a really nice way to make the hard easy. 2 is excessive. But I'm still taking it, obviously. Although Gambler's Brew could arguably be even better than a Ghost in a Jar here. That's an interesting thought. Leg Sweep is also not bad. We do want more Weaken, yeah? Let's take the Leg Sweep. Double Ghost for Halloween. Very well. Very well. Looks like we'll have to take some Beat of Death right away here. That's fine. Let's play Acro first. And do Apotheosis. You'll love to see it. Although... Gotta go. Tool second. Oh yeah, that heals me. Ideal. So now we can do backflip, Apo, Willy plans. Probably want a secret weapon to get neutralize in my hand for next turn. Keep the backflip of the impatience. I could get stuck with Sneaky Strike in my hands. Seems like a pretty good start. Not vulnerable. So I'm probably ghosting for the big hit anyway. This looks pretty manageable. Get a free dash. Unvulnerable. First backflip. Now I can burst setup. Yes, setup, acrobatics, and bullet time. Tarnished with the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Foul, tarnished. This turn seems to be going well. No sign of Nightmare. That's all right. Guess we'll just deep breath here. There's Catalyst. Not a very good Catalyst yet, though. I'd rather just take the hit. Actually, I'm not even going to bother keeping Gamble at the moment. Well, the time stays free is nice. This has gotten a bit weird, but we can go with the slower kill. I'm just going to go Deadly Poison Catalyst right now. Screw it. Screw it, I say. All Nightmare Caltrops. First Nightmare Caltrops. I don't think I want to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. Burst, Nightmare targeting Caltrops, and Finesse. Lose a bunch of cards. Stop hitting thyself, Mr. Hart. Tap it. First Calthrops. Only that was a thing. These do heal me too, that's nice. So spiky. 23 thorns now. Got to survive one more multi-hit. Should be easy because there is a piercing well in the draw pile. Blue. There it is. We also have 2 ghosts in jar. True. Our Halloween friends are not to be used, though. Who needs ghosts? GG, Mr. Hart. Be free, my ghostly friends. Be free. Oh no, the thorns. Ooh.
If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.